going on? Thank you so much for joining me today for my everyday work makeup tutorial. I have been dying to film this, so I'm super excited. It's finally here. I work so much and I have been really into like worky type of videos, and I want to start incorporating them on my channel. So I figured the first video I do is my work makeup tutorial. I probably have done this before, but like this is it. This is my work makeup look. So I'm super excited about it. Now, just so you guys know, this is a very like natural look. You know that you're wearing makeup and people know that you're going to be wearing makeup, but it's more on the natural side. It's not heavy. This lasts all day long. I work a 9-hour shift and this looks beautiful by the end of the day. Now, this isn't going to be a quick 5-minute makeup tutorial. It's also not going to be a minimal makeup tutorial like I have a full face on. This takes me between 20 to 30 minutes depending on my brows, but I just want to make that clear. Like, this is not a quick, easy, you know, it's easy, don't get me wrong, but it's not quick, and you're not only going to use like 5 products. Like I said, this is a full face. But if you want something that's natural, that looks good all day, lasts all day, and is just, you know, a good little work professional makeup look, then this is right up your alley. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just get into it. All right, guys, let's get this party started. I'm super excited. Just so you guys know ahead of time, I am drinking some wine, so if I'm getting a little loosey-goosey in this video, that's why. This was my worst week ever at work. It was such a bad week. I'm still recovering, so I'm drinking a little wine just in case you guys are interested. I am drinking Coppola. Really, really good. I used to love Menage a Trois. I still love Menage a Trois, but this one is like a really close second. It might be #1 now. They're tied. Let's just leave it at that. But Coppola is really, really good. Let's take a sip and enjoy this work get ready with me. Cheers. Also, if my chest starts to get red and if I get wine teeth, don't judge, okay? So typically I'll start off with foundation first, but sometimes depending on how much I've slept, I might go in with a corrector. And like I said before, this has been a horrible, horrible week, so my under eyes are like disgusting. So I'm gonna start off with a corrector today. I don't do it every day, but this is like a special occasion. So I'm using the BECCA Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is my favorite. It doesn't cover up like perfectly, but it does a really good job, and it does brighten up, and it helps cover these under eye bags. Then quickly I'll just take my sponge and dab that out so it's not heavy or cakey underneath my concealer. Alright, so we're not looking that bad. Let's move on to foundation. Right now I am back in love with the CYO Long Lasting Foundation in 102. I mentioned this in my previous Current Phase and Nays video. I also really love the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation. I am almost out of both, so like right after this video I'm gonna have to go to Walgreens or CVS and pick these 2 foundations up. Can you imagine waking up one day before work and you have 0 foundation? That's like a nightmare. No friggin' way. No way. You guys have seen me put on my foundation so many times, so I'm just like swiping this on my face and then of course blending everything out with my sponge. Now, the reason why I love this foundation is because it lasts my whole entire 9-hour workday. Right when I get home, my foundation still looks good. So this is perfect. It's not too drying. It doesn't look cakey. And like it will, like it's not perfect by the end of the day, but it wears very gracefully, and it's just an all-around really good foundation. It gives a good medium coverage. You can probably bring it up to full, but I don't like putting on a ton of foundation, so the medium coverage is good for me. It does give a little bit of a dew, so if you prefer a matte foundation, then definitely go with the Revlon. But other than that, I love this foundation. It just looks good and it doesn't look cakey. Look who it is, my firstborn. I just got a kitten, guys, this week, and he's still my baby, my little Bambi. Bambi, look at the camera. See? Show people how beautiful you are, honey. As you can see, the foundation did even me out. It's not full coverage because you can still see some of my like hyperpigmentation peeking through, my freckles and everything, but this is perfect for me because this is like a natural work look. I don't want to look like I'm super duper flawless, like my skin is fake, or like I just have a ton of makeup on. So that's why this foundation is great for me. And same with the Revlon. Like, this is pretty much the same finish, just a little bit more matte. Either way, I am going to go in with concealer later, so like this guy right here will be covered a little bit more, and maybe some guys over here, but overall this is perfect for me. Like, I still look on the natural side. Okay, now I'm gonna do eye primer. I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden, as always. Now, just so you guys know, did you guys hear me whistle? Just so you guys know, I don't always wear eyeshadow, or yeah, I don't always put on eyeshadow for work. Sometimes I do, and for this video, I am gonna give you like an everyday, very neutral eyeshadow look that's appropriate for work. But like I said, I don't always wear eyeshadow, especially if I'm in a rush. I'll skip it, and I'm fine with that. And if that's the case, I will just go over my eyelids with some of my foundation. I'll set it with my setting powder, and then boom, I'm done. I skip the eyeshadow. So, but today I'm going to show you one of my favorite looks to do. Very natural, nothing crazy. So if you're here for like a smoky eye, sorry, you're not going to get it. So now I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera, and just so you guys know, this is the longest part of my makeup routine. If my eyebrows want to be good to me and it's a good day, I can do my whole makeup routine in 20 minutes. But if my brows are like, nah girl, you're gonna have a horrible day today and I'm just gonna make it worse and I'm gonna make you do your brows like 10 times, it can go up to like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depending on how bad it is. But today, hopefully it's a good day. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown, so I'm gonna hurry up, do my brows. Okay, not a bad day, not a good day either. It was a good little medium kind of day. I don't have a ton of brows. Well, I don't have a ton of like fullness in my brows, so I make my brows look as natural as possible. So now we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow, and I switch off the eyeshadow palettes all the time. I don't use one specific one. I don't know if you hear that freaking car, but whatever. I don't use one specific one like every time I do eyeshadow. Today I'm using the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air, right? Rosé in the Air eyeshadow palette. I love this. It's super affordable. It's great quality, and you can do a really, really natural look with it. I will switch off using the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, the Naked Heat, the Naked 3 palette, Urban Decay Born This Way palette. Like, I have so many that I switch. But today this is the lucky one. And if you want like a more intense kind of eyeshadow look with this palette, I will leave my tutorial in this little eye and also down below. Okie dokie, so I feel like my eyes are getting a little red. I swear I'm not drunk, I'm fine. Let's start off with a transition color, as always. I'm using this one right up here, and I'm gonna use my Sigma E40 and just lightly dust this in my crease right above it, blending it out. This is a very natural look, so I'm not using a ton of product, just going back and forth with my brush. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Just a very light wash of color. I'm going to quickly go into the lightest shade in the palette, which is this one right here. Pick some up and just highlight right underneath my eyebrow, because I did use a bit of concealer to clean up the edges, and I don't want like a darker color to stick onto that concealer. I kind of wish I would have done this step first, but I didn't go that far up with my transition colors, so it shouldn't be a problem, but just in case. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up my Sigma E35. This is my favorite blending brush, and I'm going to go into the other transition color that's here. It's more on the warmer side. I'm just going to pick a little bit up, dust off the excess, and then put this pretty much on top of the first transition color, but I'm going to go a little bit on the lid, as you just saw me do. I love to layer eyeshadows. If you guys didn't know, I mentioned that in like every video of mine. But I really do. Like, I feel like it just looks really, really pretty. I'm also going in the outer V too. And this is still a very light look, so you don't want to go too crazy. And I'm going very, very lightly back and forth. And if you guys don't know, I am an administrative assistant. I work in an office. I'm in a cubicle all day, cubicle life. I know a lot of people don't really like working in cubicles, or they think it's like boring. But as long as you make it fun and you have awesome coworkers like I do, unfortunately that's out of your control. But for me, I have amazing, like honestly, if I didn't have the coworkers that I have, I probably would hate my job. But I love working where I work. It's a great environment. It's challenging. As soon as I get to the point where my job isn't challenging anymore and I'm bored, I'm out. And so far I have never been bored. And that's probably because of me, because I don't let myself be bored. If I find myself kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do? I like find something really quickly and I'll do it. So that's just me. But I love where I work, and it's like it's a professional environment, obviously businessy, casual. I don't know. Like we can wear slacks and nice tops. We can't wear jeans. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you would call that. But we don't have to wear like suits or anything. So that's it for that shade, and then basically my crease is done. I don't usually do anything else. Sometimes I will add in this color here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the shimmery shade on my lid, and then I'll gauge it to see if I wanna go in with a darker shade. But we're going for like a very appropriate work look, so I don't wanna go too crazy. I am going to take a little tiny bit of this color right here, little bit, and just buff it into the outer V. And then once it's there, I'm just gonna go into the crease for a little bit, just like this, not a lot, just to add a little bit more depth, and then I'm done. That is it. I just felt like it needed it. Sometimes I guess I'll go darker on the transition colors and that other shade that I used, and then I won't have to do this, but today, I don't know, I'm feeling a little extra, but it's still obviously work appropriate. So now it's time for concealer. I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is my favorite. I like can't stop using it, guys. If you have any recommendations on a good concealer, let me know, but this one is so good. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, it's so good, I'm not gonna change it up, but I want to. So, I'm crazy. And then the excess, I will go ahead and cover up some of my hyperpigmentation that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so my concealer is done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set that with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This has just been my favorite. It works really well for me. It works better than the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. So I just take some on my sponge and just pack this right underneath my eye. And then to set the concealer on my chin, forehead, and nose, I use the CoverGirl Loose Powder. I just feel like the Too Faced Born This Way, it does give you a little bit of a flashback, and it can be on the drier side. So for the rest of my face, not really, just chin, nose, and forehead, I use this CoverGirl one, and it looks so flawless. But for some reason, this one doesn't work underneath my eyes. So strange. Now I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm just going to take the dark shade that I used right here and put this on the outer half of my lower lash line, and then I'll blend everything out with the first transition color that I used. Okay, lower lash line done. Let's get into mascara, and then the eyes are complete. I'm using the, I was gonna say L'Oreal, but this is Maybelline, Colossal Volume Express, my favorite mascara, but can't remember the name. Eyes are done. Let's move on to the face. Woo woo. The wine is kicking in. My chest is red. My tongue is purple. Are my teeth and my lips bad? I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm still good. I'm still ready to do this video, and I want to do it, and we're still on track. So let's get to the face. Maybe I am a little tipsy. I don't know. Oh, okay, so ever since I got my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, I have been contouring for work. Now, I never used to do that. Before this, never. So you guys can completely skip this step and it would be fine. But I am in love with how my face turns out when I contour with this shade right here. So I'm just gonna do it for you guys, but you can totally skip this step and save some time if you want. I just pick a little bit up on my Sephora Pro Contour Blush Contour Brush. I tap off the excess, and then I go ahead and just contour my cheeks and my temples. Okay, so contouring is done, and like I said before, you can completely skip this step. Like, it's so light that if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. So I switch off between bronzers. Sometimes I'll use the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, and sometimes I'll use my Hourglass bronzer. Today we're going with Hourglass. I haven't used it in a while. So I'm going to pick up my Eco Tools Full Setting Brush, dab it, and start bronzing. Any of the excess that I have, I'll just go ahead and like do my face because I'm so pale. I don't mind getting some color. And then I'll just go up to my temples and forehead. So anyway, I want to know what you guys do for a living, what your like makeup routine is. In my office, it's literally me and I want to say like 3 to 4 other people that wear makeup. Like I'm the only one that will wear, no, I'm not the only one. There's one other girl that will wear like a full face, me and her. And then that's it. Other people will wear just, sometimes just like a foundation, and then they'll throw on some mascara. I'm trying to think. A couple other people will just have like mascara on and stuff. But for me, I like wearing makeup to work. I feel like like I'm just put together. Like I don't know. It's so weird because I don't want to, people that don't wear makeup, I don't want to offend them. But like, I just feel more put together. Like I see a lot of customers and a lot of clients, and I just want to look like I'm put together and that I'm professional. And I feel like makeup helps me feel like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just like my eyeshadow, when it comes to blush, I switch it up all the time. I will use the Balm's Hot Mama blush. I'll use the Balm's Hot Mama blush. I'll use like the new Rimmel blush, the Sweet Cheeks little blush. Today I'm gonna use the Nars Orgasm. Sometimes I'll use my Too Faced little blush palette. Like it switches up all the time, but this is my favorite blush ever, so that's what I'm gonna use today. It's Nars Orgasm. And I just love it. It just goes with any look and it just looks so freaking pretty. Just so you guys know, this shirt that I'm wearing is a typical work shirt of mine. This just happens to be camo, but it's the Express Portofino. I want to do a work essentials video, and it'll include like a couple of like staple outfits that you need, well, pieces of clothing that you need, some like work supplies and other things. Like I think that would be fun. It's just I work all the time, so I've been into searching up work videos, and like I'm really interested in it, but I want to know if you guys are, because if not, then you know, why am I gonna post it? Now I'm gonna take the CoverGirl loose powder and bake underneath my contour really quickly. So while that's setting, I'm gonna go in with highlighter, and sometimes I will admit I go a little bit crazy with my highlighter. Today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter, and this is one of my favorites. I love it. So I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, on my nose, forehead, and chin. What I really like about this highlighter is that you can go super crazy. Like if you're going out partying to happy hour or whatever, you can really apply that and you'll have a crazy looking highlighter, super blingy, out of this world. But like for work, it works too, because you can just apply a little bit and it gives you just the perfect amount of glow. So I really like that highlighter. I have backups because I love it so much. And then now I'm just blending everything out. Like I thought my blush earlier was a little bit too much, so I'm just blending everything out. And then the look is almost done pretty much. I am going to spray my face. I'm very, very dry, so I like using the MAC Fix Plus to set my makeup, but also get rid of that powdery look. While the Fix Plus is drying, I honestly don't wear any lipstick to work. I put on my Carmex chapstick and I'm out the door. But I want to give you guys an option for those people that do like lipstick. There are people at my job that wear like any color, reds, pinks, purples sometimes. I'm just not a lipstick person, but I'm going to show you what I would do if I wanted to wear lipstick. This is the Jordana lip liner in Tawny. I'm just going to line my lips with the Jordana lip liner in Tawny. Now I'm just going to like rub it out a little bit, like blend it out with my finger. And then I'm going to take my clear gloss from Rimmel. I actually really like this, and it's perfect for people who are not lipstick people like myself. Alright guys, so this is it. This is my everyday work makeup tutorial. I love this lip combo. Like I've always thought about doing it, but I never have. Like I said, I'm not a lip person, but I love it. And I should probably do this every day. It looks, you know, I look more put together and all of that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like the perfect makeup look for me. I want to know, is this too little for you? Too much? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you guys do for a living. I'm super nosy, so let me know down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me all your thoughts down below. Like this video if you want more work videos, like I said I was going to be doing. But that's all I got to say. Thank you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.